Hello everyone, Dean here with the Rogue Deck Chronicles, and I am back from the Orlando Regional Championships, and I will say I didn't do the best playing at this tournament, but I had a lot of fun, and I kind of want to showcase off the deck that I was playing this weekend, and kind of see how it will go into rotation. So with the Orlando Regional Championships, it is before rotation, so up to Ascended Heroes. So I decided to play a deck that I was actually having a lot of fun with, and I decided to play Ethan's Typhlosion paired with the Drakloak engine. So for those of you are not familiar with Ethan's Typhlosion, it has the Buddy Blast attack. It's a base of 40 damage, and we do 60 more damage for Ethan's Adventure card in your discard pile. So you can do a max of 280 damage when you have 4 Ethan's Adventure cards in your discard. So I play a 4-4-3 line of that in Orlando. And like I said, I paired it with the Drakloak draw engine with Recon Directive, just trying to be able to draw what I need. And I did play one Dragapult EX just for another attacker. Especially just trying to maybe set up some damage and get some multi-prizes that way if I can. But yeah, this is pretty much what I played. I played a Shaymin in there, I played a Psyduck, and I played a Fez for draw. Honestly, I felt really consistent playing this list. Some of the trainer cards, I played Buddy-Buddy, Counter Catcher, 3 Poké Pads, 2 Rare Candy. My ace spec of choice for the tournament was Secret Box. I'd originally been playing with Max Rod, but I decided to switch to Secret Box just so I can get some pieces I need in the late game and also discard the Ethan's Adventure. Play 2 Super Rod, 2 Ultra Ball, and then for my stadium selection, I did 2 Battle Cage and 1 Gravity Mountain. I felt like this was actually a very good stadium split. Especially against the Dragapult matchup. That was my most popular matchup of the day. I only played in phase 1, so only played 8 rounds, but within the 8 rounds, I played 3 Dragapult Dusknoir decks. And the Battle Cage really did actually save me in a lot of my games against that deck. Played 2 Arven, 2 Boss. I played 1 Crispin, just because I do play both Fire and Psychic. That's actually helped me out a lot, setting up some of my attackers. For Ethan's Adventure, this is the whole deck is around that. 1 Iono, 1 Lana's Aid, and then I play 1 Balloon, 1 Brave Bangle, 1 TM Evolution, and again I play 2 Psychic and 5 Fire. Again, I felt like this was actually a pretty consistent version of this deck. Honestly, what got me was just pairing up into some bad matchups. Went against Frost Last Monkey Dory twice, actually back to back, and those are auto losses since my Pokemon are very big with having the abilities, and also I'm low HP, so they don't need to really transfer a lot of damage onto my board. And then I went against an Alakazam, which that is more, I wouldn't say 50-50. It's probably favorable into Alakazam matchup, but it's whoever can get the first prize card essentially wins the game, and they typically can do that before I can get set up. But yeah, again, this is a really fun deck. I enjoyed myself. I had really great opponents. But again, this is up to Ascended Heroes format, so I think I need to change this up a little bit and see if I can do this in post rotation with perfect order. So let me work on this list a little bit, and I'll see you in a second with my Typhlosion Pult in the rotation format. So I'll see you right now. And we're here. Not sure if my little magic trick worked, but I updated the Typhlosion list that I played in Orlando to what post rotation is. I didn't do anything with the Pokemon lineup. It was more that the Pokemon energies were the same. It was the trainer cards that I had to change up. Obviously, I couldn't play TM Evolution anymore. I couldn't play Arvin anymore, no more Counter Catcher. So I took all the cards that got rotated out, and I was able to make some like substitutions, kind of like what we talked about in our podcast episode, where we talked about rotation and what we're losing and what we can put in instead. So if you want to go ahead and take a listen to that episode, go for it. It's on this channel. And another way to catch all those podcast episodes, deck profile videos that we do is subscribing to our channel. It really helps us put our name out there, helps with the algorithm, and also like our videos. Also comment. We also reply to every comment out there. We love seeing what y'all think about our videos and what you think about the decks. So go ahead and do that for us if you can. But let's come back to Typhlosion. So some of the edits that I made to this list was I added some Night Stretchers. I didn't have that in my Orlando list. This is probably the one card I wish I did have in my deck in Orlando. Otherwise, I had no big complaints. And since we lost Super Rod, I decided to play Sacred Ash with the Night Stretcher as well. It's a way to recycle my Pokemon. And then I play I play Buddy-Buddy, I play Poké Pads, I play Ultra Balls. I have a lot of ways to get those Pokemon out for drawing. So I figured that Sacred Ash was actually a very good card for this deck when I updated the list. I also put in a Kieran just because in this format we are going into a lot more Mega Pokemon. And having that 30 HP buff into the EXs is very strong. In worst case scenario, it's a switch out if I ever get stuck. And then another new card in this list that I added was Rosa's Encouragement. Typhlosion is a Stage 2 Pokemon. Dragapult EX is a Stage 2 Pokemon. So this is another way that I can power up both either the Typhlosion or the Dragapult to attack that turn. So pretty much that's all the edits I made. Again, not a lot that I had to do between my Orlando list to playing this list. And this is even just with a couple games of practicing, seeing what works. I had other cards in here. Originally, I had another supporter, and I had Naveen in here actually, but I wasn't drawing into it. And then you can only use it if your hand is pretty small, and in a format where our hand isn't really getting disrupted a lot, I cut that for the Kieran. And the Kieran's actually a little more useful in this type of deck where our damage is a little limited. I would say 280 is still a lot of damage, but we can do 280 plus Brave Bangle brings us to 310, plus the Kieran brings us to 340, and then we have the Victini 350. We're able to knock out a lot of the Pokemon with the combination of those cards. So let's go ahead and take this deck onto the ladder and see how post-rotation Typhlosion Dragapult compares to everything else. So maybe I'll have better luck on the ladder than I did in Orlando, so I'll see y'all there. Okay, we're in our first game here with Typhlosion. We're going to see how this does in post-rotation. Again, this is a deck that a lot of people are writing off. No one's really, I wouldn't say respecting it, because honestly, it's not really super powerful compared to everything else out there. But I have a lot of fun with it. I know my lines, my outs, and I feel like if you do that, you are in a good spot. Over the weekend in Orlando, I went against 3 Dragapult decks, and I had a decent record with them, going winning one, tie one, and losing one. So we are going first. I thought they were going first. So we'll just get our bench going here. They start with the Meowth. Is not what they want, so I'm just gonna get everything going. I'll just end my turn, so if we're able to get in Ethan's next turn, we can at least get some damage on that Meowth. So we're going against Mega Lucario. This is a very difficult match for us just because we don't hit into the 340 super easily. This is actually the main reason why I added the Kieran into the deck. Through my testing, I kept on running into the Mega Lucarios, and it was just very hard to deal with. So it looks like they may be knocking us out. Yes, they are. So unless we have a decent top deck, I think we're kind of going to be on the back foot here. It's helping us a little bit. So let's see what we get from this. Nothing good really. We'll just use Lana A to get some pieces back here. I don't mind using Ember just to get some damage when they go into Mega Lucario. 310's a lot easier for us to hit than 340. I keep forgetting that this deck plays Salvador. It's actually a very good Salvador card user. Do they have energy in this card? They do not. So they're not doing super hot, I will say. But neither are we. So let's get some more pieces here. Secret Box may be our best bet right now. Don't need Battle Cage in this matchup. So we'll grab Ethan's. We'll grab Poké Pad. Actually, how many Ethans are in here? I should check that. 3, 4. Okay, we have all 4. Grab Mountain, we don't really need that. We'll get that to thin, and we need a tool. So we'll grab a Brave Bangle. So, do I want a Poké Pad? How's my board looking? Poké Pad may be good. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll grab Ethan's. We don't have any more Cyndaquils. We got 1, 2. That's all our Cyndaquils. I could. Okay, let's Bound by Journey. Get some more pieces here. Probably should have grabbed an Ultra Ball, to be honest. And I'm just gonna get some damage onto this Lucario. I think that's the best thing right now. That way I can save my Brave Bangle. Yeah, we'll do that. That way we only need to hit once this goes. I gotta do math. I think we're hitting 280. So if we can get all our pieces in the discard, we should be fine. But yeah, Lucario is just one of the powerhouses going into rotation. It doesn't need much to get going, as you saw. But we do need to knock out 2 of these before they knock out 6. And that's easier said than done, because there are already 2 prizes down. But we have Rare Candy in our hand. We already have 1 Ethan's in the discard, so they're going to bring up the Drakloak, which is fine. It's giving us pieces, but we're not super reliant on it. I kind of wish I would have got the Dreepy, but it is what it is. Okay, we got Typhlosion. So let's Bound by the Journey here. And get our other 2 pieces. Get that going. At this point I am going to Sacred Ash. Just so I can get some pieces back. I do play Lana's Aid, so I'm not worried about having stuff in my discard, because I do have one fire in there, but I also have Rosa's Encouragement. So let's play this. We'll get some pieces out. Okay. I'll get Victini here, just up my power damage. Because right now I'm doing 170. Don't know why it's not letting me do anything here. But we know they're not playing Unfair Stamp because their ace spec is Max Belt. So we'll just hit for 170. So we have 100 left on this dude. We'll see if we can come back from this. Again, this is a very tough matchup for us. 340 is very hard for us to hit. Gravity Mountain doesn't help us because this is stage 1. So they're knocking us out. So we'll get the knockout this turn, play catch up with the prizes. We got Ultra Ball, that's great. We'll play Ethans here. I'm not going to use the other Ethans right now, because I can use that to grab the other Typhlosion later on. I'm sorry, I'm not going to use Ultra Ball. I'd rather have the Ethans for next turn. So we're hitting 230. So let's just get the knockout here. And if we can get lucky, we can try to knock out the other Mega next turn and win the game that way before they can get their last prize off of us. The beauty of Mega Lucario is that they are a one prize attack, like one prize at a time, or one KO at a time. They don't take multiple Pokemon out at once. So we can play into this as much as we can. So we'll hit for 290 plus 30 is 290 plus 30, 320. So we need to try and get the Kieran next turn if we can. But it looks like that they're slowing down. They don't have. Okay, so they have the Salvatore, so they were holding on to that. So if we can top deck a Kieran, that will be amazing, and we can get game. Kind of wish I had Meowth in my deck. That way I can guarantee it. That may be something I will change up in the future as I kind of tinker with this deck a little bit more. But I do have Ultra Ball, and I can get Fez and try to pull into Kieran that way. But as of right now, if they don't have another energy, they're not knocking me out. So it gives me another chance to, and they have the other energy, so never mind. So I have to knock this out to get game. So let's see if we can get this win here. Okay, Rare Candy. I'm trying to do math here. We'll get the Night Stretcher for the Typhlosion. Okay. We're doing 260. Let's just even see if Kieran's in the deck. If it's not in the deck, there's like we have no chance. It's in there. So let's see if I draw into it. If I draw into it, then I got game. I did not draw into it. I am short 20 damage. But they can't Mega Brave next turn, so maybe that's what's saving me. But they can always boss up something for game, so I need to be careful on that as well. So we'll hit, we'll see if they retreat. See if they have the Makihita, or sorry, the Hariyama for the Gust for game. Premium Power Pro, I don't think that does it. I think they'll be 10 short, and they got Hariyama for game. It was close. We tried our best here, but this is a difficult matchup for us. If they didn't have that Hariyama, we would have got game. But I am thinking about adding in the Meowth just for instances like this, because if we would have got the Meowth, we would have got the game. So I may go back and add that in before we go into the second match, and we'll try that out, see if it helps us going forward. But that was a close game. Typhlosion showed how it can come from behind and deal with them and actually do a decent job with the megas. So, but yeah, we'll go into game 2 and see how we do. Okay, y'all, we're into game 2 here. And I did adjust the deck a little bit. I did add the Meowth. I took out a Lana's aid because I played 2 Lana's aids. I just went back down to 1. So it'll show that we're playing Typhlosion, and they are playing some sort of fighting deck. Tarragon kind of shouts to me like Zygarde or even the Okidogi by Baracle. So I don't know how this deck deals with that. I haven't really encountered that yet in my testing. But we'll wait and see how we do it. So we had to take 2 mulligans. Man, we play a decent amount of basics too. I find that very odd. So they open up with Solrock and Fez. Still don't know what type of fighting deck they're playing, because this is like in almost every fighting deck now. I'm not a fan of my hand. I hope I get a Buddy Poffin or Ethan's. Battle Cage. Well, I think we're going to play a little behind here. Just see what's in my deck, see how many Ethans and everything I have. A 4-4-1. Did I prize one? I did prize one. I got the Meowth, got the Fez. Prize 1 Ethans, okay. I'd rather disrupt them a little bit here. Don't really have much going on this turn. I do have the Drakloak for next turn, so hopefully I can get into some draw. One thing I should consider putting into this deck is Lilies. It's such a strong draw card. I just, with having the deck centered around Ethans, I would rather do that. And they don't have anything going on either, so at least we have that. see if we get something here. We get Buddy-Buddy, we can at least set up our board. So I'll take that. I'll just attach here for just retreat option, but I will just pass. Worst case scenario, they knock out the Victini. I'm fine with that. I will say Typhlosion is a deck where you don't mind playing from behind because you are a majority single prize deck hitting hard numbers. Interesting. Seems like they're just whiffing too. Okay, we can get going here. So we'll grab one of our Ethans. We'll play it. We'll grab some more pieces. And the beauty of this format, as I mentioned before, I'm not really too worried about my hand game disrupted. There's not a lot of that in this format right now. We got 1, 2. I think after next round, my next turn, I'll use the redeemable ticket to get my last Ethans. But until then, I'm just gonna pass. They have nothing going on. I have Victini set up to retreat, and then I can start going with Typhlosion. So this is a Mega Lucario deck. So, okay. I have to discard 2, so I'll do this. And I'm not really going to do the Dragapult. You're just helping me out. Yeah, they have nothing going on. Got Lana's Aid. We'll grab the Ethans here. Play Redeemable Ticket. We'll grab the other Ethans. We'll Typhlosion here. Or not Typhlosion, sorry. Drakloak. I could play Meowth and get that boss. Do I have the other boss? I won't be able to know that. Because I can boss up that Riolu and slow them down dramatically right now. I'm going to do that. Because I have Typhlosion energy. I can save the Ethans for next turn. So hopefully this doesn't bite me in the butt. And it does, because I don't have the other boss. Okay, I'm just gonna get Rosas. I should have just used Ethan's first. But at least I got my Typhlosion, so I'm good with that. So we'll retreat into Typhlosion, and I'm hitting for 230 damage. I'm actually going to evolve this too, because the first attack doesn't knock me out unless I use Premium Power Pro. And I'll just attack, get the first prize. We get Fire Energy for next turn, so we're all set here. We're in a better position. We have the Ethans for it if we needed to. We do have Rosa's Encouragement. That can get us energy as well. So they're going to evolve. And they're going to use the second attack to knock us out. They don't really have much else going on their board right now. Okay, they get Tarragon. What are they grabbing? Okay. I think this is the more control style of Lucario. I've been seeing that a little bit on the ladder. Because you have Lucario, Hariyama, and then just pure Lucario. So, we'll bring up the Typhlosion. We're not behind in prizes, unfortunately. Okay, let's see what Recon Directive can give us. Poké Pad, do I want a Poké Pad? Or do I want to Sacred Ash? I'm going to Secret Ash. I can get more things with this. I'll get all my pieces back, including the Dragapult. We're hitting for 230. We'll use the last Ethans here. Okay, so we have Cyndaquil, so we need this, this, and this. Okay. And we'll hit for 290. We're not one-shotting it, but hopefully we'll get behind the prizes. We can use Rosas to power up stuff if we need to. They have 50 damage left, and so unless they're playing Wally, theoretically I could, if I can get another energy here, get energy onto that, and get a Dragapult, I can try to get 3 prizes plus like maybe another prize. So they're just going to get an easy 2 prizes, get even more ahead. How much HP? That's 310. I can actually one-shot that. That's not a hard thing to do. I'm just gonna go this route. Because I can always boss for Fez game if I can get that. Ooh. Let's see what I can get off of Recon here. I'll grab a Poké Pad. Bring that up. We got Typhlosion here. They're not... Oh, they could take multiple with Zygarde. If they get 5 energy on that. So I need to be careful here. I'm going to Ultra Ball away Lana and Fez. So I can get that, I think? Yeah, because I have Poké Pad to get the other Typhlosion if I need it. Because I'm afraid of that Zygarde getting powered up. So let's just Buddy Blast, grab 3 prizes here. we get the boss. So if they don't have Unfair Stamp, we can boss the Fez for game. Because I have another Typhlosion. Nullifying 0 cannot knock that out because it only does 150 damage if it stays on my bench. So we'll see, but as of now I have game in hand. I think I'm thinking that my opponent is assuming they're safe right now, because right now I'm only hitting for 290, which is true. If I don't have the boss, they would be fine. But I have the boss. They have to use Unfair Stamp against me. There's no more Iono in this format. So they may just be retreating, giving up a single prizer. Zero 6, just discard 2, which means they don't have boss. So I'm going to give up the Sacred Ash and the Rosas. I don't need, no. Yeah, I'll give up the Rosas. I don't need that. Yep, and that's game. We'll boss up the Fez. Easy 2 prizer, and we'll do 290 damage and get our 2 prizes here. But yeah, Typhlosion is still pretty strong, even in this new format. I think it's just a good sleeper pick. No one's expecting this card. Again, the Megas are hard, but if we can play it smart, we can definitely keep our own. And in this instance, we were able to pull out ahead. So we'll go into game 3 and see how we do. Okay, y'all, we're 1-1 in this video so far. Let's see if we can come out with a positive record with Typhlosion, Dragapult, in the new Perfect Order format. So our opponent won the coin flip, and they're going to go first, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not necessarily that keen with going first in this format yet. I know it's just something to get used to, but I like the ability to use the supporter, especially when we need to get a certain supporter in the discard. The additional turn to do that is really helpful. So it looks like we're going against Festival Lead. So this can either be good or be bad, depending on who really can get set up first. Because yes, we hit for weakness, but they don't need much to set us up, and they play the Sea King, which hits us for weakness. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we'll get our pieces going here for now. I kind of want to hit into that Grookey, but at the same time, I don't think it really matters. I'd rather wait until I can evolve up. So I'm going to end my turn. I'm not in any big rush here. They need to get like Air Balloon, or they need to get attachment for turn to retreat. So they have the Dipplin, but they don't have Thwackey or Festival Ground yet, and they don't have it. Okay, so we're in an okay spot here. Do I want to evolve the top or bottom? I'll do the bottom one. Okay, we have 3 in our deck, which honestly, that's more than enough for a deck like this. I'll get this going. We'll get another Ethan's. And we'll just Combustion for the knockout. It's one less Grookey that they will have. And you got a Shaymin. Not really useful. I'm actually thinking about cutting the Shaymin, but it's really good into Terra Box. It's good into Slowking. It's good into Marnie's Grimmsnarl. It just has a lot of the meta stuff that Shaymins really get into. Decks like this, not so much. Worst case scenario, it's just an Ultra Ball fodder card, which sometimes you just need. That way you're not using up important resources. Same thing with Psyduck. Psyduck is just really good into Dragapult. So they got Boom Boom Groove, so they'll be able to get what they need. So they're going to knock me out. They're actually going to be able to get 2 prizes this turn. Because of Festival Lead ability, they can hit twice. They're going to do 100 damage. I'm not exactly 100 HP. But it doesn't seem like they're playing with the Sea King version, so that helps me out a little bit. Not by much, by a little bit. I did get the first prize though. So we'll see. Yeah, they'll get the first KO, and I'm just gonna feed them the Dreepy. Because I'd rather keep my Typhlosion attackers. Okay, we got Poké Pad here. We'll use that to grab... I'll grab another Dreepy. See if I can get ahead from them. Actually, I'll use that to grab the other Dreepy. Okay, we're bound by the journey. Okay, we'll grab that. How many energy do I have? 1. I should be fine for now. Okay. The problem is I don't have a stadium to bump that, and they play 4 of those. So you want to do 320. A little overkill for this little Deplin, but I can at least get tied up on the prizes. So the good thing is, if I keep the Typhlosion in the active, they're only going to be able to take 1 prize because I'm more than 100 HP. So now I just have to keep up with the prize trade. But now they have 2 monkeys to get whatever pieces they need. And I think they may be playing that Lilligant that gives you added damage for grass and fire type. Or for them at least. So they may be able to knock me out. But I can't remember how much boost that is. So we'll see what they have. They have a 7-card hand. They can grab 2 cards of whatever they want every turn at this point. Okay, they're going to get the boss. That way they can get at least a prize card. And they're stacking the... well, when it becomes a Lilligant. Okay. So, at least they're only getting one prize this turn. If I can get a rare candy, I will be happy. Speaking of which, I can rare candy into this and kind of keep them on the one prize trade here. So let's get pieces. Play rare candy, get that going. Got an Air Balloon. Not sure if this will be a decent thing, but force them to use a boss on me at least. And we'll just attack, tie up on prizes. Then we got one other attacker. And they have only... They can probably still get it at this point. So we'll see. I just have to hope that they don't bench a Applin. Which honestly they will, because they have Boom Boom Groove. So they have so many out to get what they need. Unless it's prize, obviously. Yep, so they got the Applin. They got the boss. But they're still only getting one prize. How's my deck? Okay. Because I want to get Dragapult and try and get 2 prizes during a turn. And if I can knock out the attackers, that will be game over for them. And they can see it. I don't think they had the energy or a way to get the energy. We had outs. I think they just got too aggressive in their play. And we were also able to get the first prize. So that was an easy way for us to kind of keep up with it. Yes, we had to play around, but I think retreating and not allowing them to get 2 prizes that one turn was the last straw for them. So I was glad we were able to get a win off a deck that's actually a very difficult matchup. And this deck is seeing a lot more play. It's very good. It hits into a very crucial weakness right now with Dark being so prevalent. So I'm glad that we're able to pull this win and end this video with a 2-1 record. So I'll see you all on the main screen. Okay, I'm not that crazy for playing Typhlosion. I actually am really enjoying this deck a lot. I'm still tinkering with this, see what the best combination with the new cards are. I do like the Meowth in this list. Helps us get the Kierans or some of our one-offs that we need. Not fully sold in the Battle Cage. I'm still determining how prevalent Dragapult is, but it is the most played deck in online tournaments, so keeping the Battle Cage may be the play. I like Secret Box in this list, but I'm not sure if Unfair Stamp is just better. Obviously, that's the aspect that everyone's going to at this point. But I do like this deck. I think this is fun. When played right, you can actually have a really decent time into what the meta is at the moment. Mega Evolution Pokemon, specifically evolving Mega Evolution Pokemon, are very difficult. But it's all about managing resources. We are a single prize deck. Only give them multi-prizers when we absolutely have to, I think, is the key to this deck. But yeah, this is fun. I don't regret playing this in Orlando. I had a really fun time. My opponents seemed like they enjoyed the matches with me, and I'm really enjoying learning how to play this deck more and more, and actually finding something I really enjoy. Well, yeah, if y'all can, please like and subscribe to our video, to this channel, to this video. Let us know that you like our comment, what you would like to see going forward. We are going to be continuing more of the Perfect Order deck profile videos. I'm going to continue with doing the new account stuff as well. Just with Orlando, it kind of put a little pause in, with some of the video stuff I wanted to do. And I just wanted to showcase off the deck I played in Orlando and why I think this is actually a pretty decent pick going into Perfect Order. But yeah, with all that being said, y'all, thank you for watching the Rogue Deck Chronicles, and have fun playing those sneaky decks. See you guys.